So let's talk about this PRIB here. We didn't launch a travel company. All right, guys, travel is the front door to our business, and it always will be, because why? Travel is sexy, it's cool. I've always loved travel for travel, but not as the business that it used to be, okay? Of being I'm a referring travel agent. That's not the business that works, okay? The travel industry does not like network marketing, having these IATAN cards, and everybody gets a card, and you get these discounts when you travel to these places, and you're supposed to refer travel. Nobody ever refers travel. So I didn't want to do that. But this PRIB was different. I said, the PRIB is going to be this hub, okay? I'm reading this book here, and I'm maybe digressing, but it has everything to do with what we're talking about. I'm reading this book called Matchmakers, all right? And Matchmakers is really about multi-sided platforms. And these different types of businesses that are launching, your Ubers, your Airbnbs, your Open Tables, your all of these different companies that have multi-sided platforms, and it's different. This is a whole new industry. And so what we did in network marketing is we just network marketed a new concept of industry. Network marketing typically has only marketed single-sided platform companies. What is that? I buy a product, I look for a customer to sell it to. That's what we do, right? Even in travel. Well, I have access to a travel booking engine, I'm going to look for a customer to sell it to. That's network marketing. What we do, we're matchmakers. This is our company, guys. We're matchmakers. What is a matchmaker? What we do essentially is we are a hub. And what we do is we create an environment that is free to exist in this environment. And we put an opportunity here and we put a customer here. Both have value. The opportunity itself has value, and the customer base or the customers have value because we let them in for free. They don't pay for anything to be in this environment. Yeah. And so when you take a look at it, the customers are now identifying, okay, travel. I can save money on my travel for real. So, okay, so now you see there, the biggest circle that we have on the screen is the PRIB, okay? The PRIB is that perpetual residual income builder that has a combination of data analytics, okay, artificial intelligence, and an exemplary customer support service. Now, you heard Johnny. On a scale of 1 to 10, where would I rate our customer service right now as a company? Not our customer service agents. Our customer service agents, they're incredible. I love them. They work hard. They're working on weekends. But our whole process on a scale of 1 to 10 is about a 3.5 now. It used to be a 3, 3.5. We're getting better every week now, and I'll explain how that's going to work. Now, so that's what the PRIB is all about. It's about being able to provide for ambassadors or distributors who previously been in network marketing, who couldn't do certain things. If you can't present for yourself, well, guess what? You're at a loss. Well, we do that for you. That means that the person who's afraid of presenting and don't like talking to people, they can utilize that as well. It's a skill that you got to use to be able to set up your conversation with the person. You don't just spam everybody and these people join. You've got to have a relationship, and you still have to make sure that you qualify them. So we do that. Following up, that's the next step that we've done now. We follow up and follow through with every ambassador that you bring in. Why? Because that's the problem. Remember we talked about the problem? People don't know how to do it, and people don't do it. So we put together 10 videos that when a person joins, they're going to get these 10 videos. We want it, whereas nobody needs you, Johnny, as a sponsor.
1 year review.
Yeah, that's not even 1 year.
Less than a year. Let's talk about this.
1 year.
This is what I wanted to talk about. Let's go.
All right. So 39,737 travel bookings, $11.2 million in travel bookings. Okay. 96, is that almost $1 million in travel savings. Wow. These are for free customers. Average savings 9%. Average savings in November to December 12%. Why? We had a meeting with the owner of our technology, our partners say, nobody is booking like you guys are booking. Came right here to my house, and said, listen, whatever you guys want, you got it. You tell us what you want. We said, we want better pricing in Europe. We got it. We want better pricing in Asia. He says, we're working on it. We want a cut. I can't tell you some of the other stuff that's coming, but we're going to do it. They've never done it for anybody else because nobody's booking like we're booking. We're 8 months old, 9 months old. Wow. So here's a portion of our scorecard. This is why travel was so important, because as we get the customers into the PRIB, we got them into the PRIB. Uber got people into their PRIB, which is their app, by offering a matchmaking system. I'm going to connect a customer who wants a ride to a driver who wants a customer. They don't provide the service. They don't provide the car. They just matchmake. This is what we do. A customer who wants to go on a destination and a hotel who needs a customer. So we have a PRIB. We match those two up. It costs them nothing, and we get a commission from it. And we pay out those commissions. We pay 85% of every dollar that comes in on those commissions. We pay it back out to the field, okay? So we've been able to do that. Now, so what happened that Uber did, Apple does the exact same thing. Person who wants to be an entrepreneur, we're saying, hey, if you've ever wanted to be in the travel business and make more off of a booking than a travel agent does, you can join IBUUMERANG, use our iGo platform. If you want to focus on travel, you can. It's free. You give them away for free. Hey, if you've ever thought about owning your own fleet of limousines or rides or car pick, you don't have to invest in them. We're going to have hundreds of thousands of them on the road. All you got to do is connect them and connect your customers. We provided the service, and you get the money for it. You actually get paid for it. Okay? And so I looked at it and said the enemies to network marketing are, number one, the gig economy, which includes rideshare and concepts like Uber Eats and all of that stuff as well, rideshare, and then Amazon.com, because most network marketing have marketed products, and physical products needs to be shipped, which means you can buy them online. And if you can buy them online at your network marketing, you can buy them on Amazon much cheaper. You can't get a Vibe ride on Amazon. You can't get a travel at our price on Amazon. So I said, instead of believing that I can beat the enemy, because I can't, we don't have enough money to beat Jeff Bezos. You're not going to beat him. And so I'm not so egotistical to think I'm going to go up against what I know is changing. I'm not so egotistical to think that I'm going to go up against the rideshare industry, where people can make themselves a guaranteed $1,000 a month by driving rideshare part-time, where it's difficult to make that in network marketing. I said, bring the enemy in-house and make the enemy go to work for you. So we brought in Frederick Brehm, that we hired over 4.5 months of thought and negotiation. We bit the bullet, brought him on in. He moved to Houston now, and we have built an entire team for rideshare. We've got a 24-hour customer service for our rideshare already, okay? We've got 9 total. We can scale it. There's a system. There's a philosophy. There's everything that we need. Why? You start with the smallest piece first. You're probably saying, well, why didn't you bring them to do IBUUMERANG? Because that's the biggest piece. Let's perfect it with rideshare that hadn't grown so big yet. And now what he's able to do now is he understands the whole layout, the platform, everything, and we're going to take the entire company and utilize the same exact system to provide an exemplary customer amazement service and take it from a 3.5 to an 8.5 to a 9.5.
330,000 customers to date. How many ambassadors? Ambassadors, if you're watching this first time, these are representatives. These are direct salespeople. How many ambassadors? Okay, active ambassadors.
They beat you to the punch.
I love
it. They beat you to it. Over 40,000 active ambassadors. 1 presidential diamond, 4 blue diamonds, 21 diamonds, 28 emeralds, 59 rubies, 221 sapphires. We're fully transparent over here. Fully transparent. Now, here's what I want them to put up for you as well, if they have it. Guys, if you have the sequence of our travel sales, of how they started and where they are now, every month how our travel sales have gone up, this is what I want people to see, because we're 9 months here. This is growing exponentially.
I've never seen a company, a startup company, if you will, show their numbers, this close out of the gate. So what you're about to share with them, what you're about to show them, it looks like you're going to show the progression chart.
Yeah, I want them to see it. I think we have a chart. We use it internally. We don't put it out there. Here it is, right there. You can see this is not something that this is internal stuff here.
This is
Look
scary.
at March bookings. Guys, it's growing. We're not playing around here. It's growing. This is the real deal. So we get the customers through iGo. We bring them into the PRIB that way. That's the front door. And then now we're going to be building other verticals because that's what our market is. Now, if I said we're going to come up with a second PRIB, that's like coming out with a second category. The PRIB, by default, is a hub of multiple platforms. Remember I said we're in a multi-sided platform business and matchmaking? So we're matching. So the PRIB is where the matchmaking takes place. Well, it's no different than a dating site. A dating site takes a person who wants maybe a guy who's looking for a girl who's looking for a guy, both of them are single. They go to the PRIB. The PRIB creates a nice environment for them to be able to exchange, to get to know each other. And next thing you know, they're hoping that they lead in a relationship or a date. Mm-hmm. That's success. Same thing we have. We're bringing our customers into the PRIB. We're bringing rideshare to the PRIB. We're hoping that our customers want a ride from the airport. We know they need one. We're hoping that they want one to the store or want one to the game or want one to the party or to the bar, and they find it within our IBUUMERANG PRIB, and they leave there with the Vibe ride, and we're incentivizing them to do that. That's what we're doing. However, this is IBUUMERANG. Do not get focused on just Vibe. That would be dangerous. Why? Because rideshare is not easy to launch. It costs us more money to build the rideshare component than it does to build the entire IBUUMERANG.
Wow.
Being candid with you. This is not I think we should get in rideshare. Let's just add a car or two and it's easy. No, it's not. Okay. This is a beast. And so what we're doing is we've already made a few mistakes with Vibe. We've learned from it. We're entering a world that nobody's ever done. So if you're expecting our company to be mistake-free, you should sit on the sidelines and maybe not bring any people yet. But we correct everyone that we say that we're going to correct. And so let us get Florida right. Okay? Here's what I'll tell you. We made a statement as to some other things that we're not going to open yet, because what we're doing is perfecting our system first. We're perfecting our foundation. And until we perfect our foundation, we won't launch the Boom Mobile. We won't launch these other verticals that we have. Right now, iGo, there's so much that we're going to do with our travel. We could actually have done iGo only with all the things we can do in travel and still be a major force. But we're going to do so much more with our travel, and then we've got our Vibe. And remember, Vibe is not just rideshare. Vibe is a matchmaking logistics company. So in the future, if you want food, we can do that. In the future, if you want parcel pickup or package delivery, if you want cleaners pickup, if you want hospital transportation, we've already got the foundation, and our app and our technology provides for that. So we are able to launch multiple-sided platforms just within Vibe itself. That's why it was important to go ahead and start with Vibe now, because this is a fast-growing segment, and the majority of our transactions on a daily basis are going to come through Vibe, and it's going to set the world on fire, specifically those who have the patience to understand I am here in the beginning. The book I'm reading right now, Matchmakers, I looked at Open Table, the concept of when they take people who want a dining experience and they match them up with restaurants who have open tables. Do you know it took them 3 years? It took them 3 years to even get the restaurants. And I'm looking at what we're doing right now, and I'm not patting ourselves on the back, but I'm really excited, because when you read books, it tells you one of three things. It tells you either you need to start over, tear everything up and start over because you're doing it wrong, or it tells you, hey, listen, you don't know anything, so here's the direction that you go, or it tells you you're on the right track. And I'm pleasantly surprised that when I'm reading some of these books and talking to the professionals myself who are in industries that are much larger than what I've ever done, I'm finding confirmation that a lot of what we're doing, we're on the right track. We just got to get better at the things that we're actually good at.